looking different, so I asked, can I?
Today's a work day, gentlemen, and you know what that means? You gotta get better today. But I want to know what cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that.
They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yo, look at me, at the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yet the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look at Robin Hood, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs in a town you could rate where there ain't no love. Where do I go? Where do I know? Not on the phone. Where do I know? They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste it on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste it on my face like it's lemonade.
Stop taking, but still got a reflux. I drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside, look when they peep us. Use us in the belly of the beast, but outside there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk, see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction.
Tonight, from Seattle, Washington, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks taking on Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Vikings ready to go to work, led out by their quarterback in his third year wearing purple, 9th year overall in the NFL, a Pro Bowler in Kirk Cousins.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to. Play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Cook following the penalty. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
He's brought down at the 15.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Cousins to throw it. Setting up the screen for Cook. And a pretty little juke move there, but not a ton to show for it afterwards as he's brought down. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a 6-time Pro Bowler now in his 9th NFL season. It's Russell Wilson. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 42. He'll drop here to throw. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And it's a fumble, and the Vikings pick up the football.
Wilson's pass complete. Fumble on the play. Recovered.
These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
2nd and 12. Working out of the gun, Cousins. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa.
Cousins pass.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 11. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Really talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead.
3. Seahawks, nothing.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Wilson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty.
Wilson's pass intercepted.
You've got to know as a quarterback that it's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
The numbers a week ago for Cook. 16 carries, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space because the defense will key on it.
They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22.
He was brought down by Eli.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st down, Minnesota.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Vikings 3, Seahawks 0.
They'll run on 1st down. Cook. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, here's Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I can think of myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Their own 28-yard line.
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense. That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Running for it, here's Chubb. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 41, Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
And sacked.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. They go play action with Wilson. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. A run for Nick Chubb, and they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
A first down there on a pickup of 25. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's
looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And now out comes Minnesota. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Following the interception, Cousins. Throwing right, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
The 16-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. He will find the rookie from LSU. That's Justin Jefferson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. A first down throw for Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook.
Cousins pass.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
To the air again, it's Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Complete.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards. First down, Vikings.
Final play of the half, Cousins. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time through the interception in the red zone. Cost them.
bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And again, it's Chubb. He finds an opening past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And they're going to speed things up here.
10 at the 44-yard line.
They run. Chubb. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And mark him down all the way inside the Minnesota 10. They'll run with Chubb. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. They'll give it to Chubb. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. Good. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Play action now. Cousins. His throw incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
So the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he will have a Vikings first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And complete, right side to Cook.
Cousins
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing, Cousins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
What you talking about, Rick?
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys that just gave up that play.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On the ground, it's Chubb. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage.
Ball carrier.
Anthony Harris on the tackle. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
It seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Cousins. Incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And that was Carlos Dunlap who got in to take him down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
you have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that? And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Carlos Dunlap, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
To the sideline, and
the Vikings on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. To throw is Cousins. Letting one go deep for a Nunwa. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
Pass interference. Defense.
So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Out of bounds at the
4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Now here's a throw that's taken in by Tajay Sharp, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Minnesota.
And Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still first down.
Again, it's Cousins. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
They'll throw again. Cousins. He's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. Cousins on first down. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Quincy Enunwa, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays. You're
exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They run it again with Chubb. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jason McCourty, but he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. But, Charles, a 1-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that 1-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done.
Yo, who told us we ain't gonna win, man? Really? He's a bozo. Bozo. Really? Yeah. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and dropped on the 10.